For some reason in the trans community, we're scared of the word detransition. Even me, when I first started my transition, I was like, oh no, what if I have to detransition? That would be horrible and nobody will take me seriously and everybody will think that I'm crazy, and all these different things were going through my mind, and I don't want to devalue all of those trans girls who are, transitioned and living happily, and all these things were running through my head. I have a few things to say about that, and I'm going to share that. If we are to make decisions based on our fears, then we would never accomplish anything. Oh no, I don't want to go to school because if I do, I may not get the job. I don't want to do all that school and not get the job I want, and it will be a waste. Or I don't want to do this because of X, Y, and Z, or I'm scared that this will happen. If we all lived by that motto, then we would never get anywhere. We would never be able to accomplish anything. You don't think that freeway overpasses and big buildings and economies and worlds were created off of people going, I'm too scared? And no, in order to move forward, we have to make decisions. Don't let your fears govern your choices. I say don't be scared of detransition, because you know what? If you have to detransition, that's fine. It's just fine. You're trying to figure yourself out. At least if you detransition, I know it would be tough, but you literally will know yourself finally. You will know who you are. You won't have to struggle with gender. You'll be empowered. Isn't that the way it works? I didn't know that that stove was going to burn when I touched it when I was a child, but I touched it and it burnt. And then I learned. I learned not to touch that stupid, hot, black, nasty, mean stove. Girls who are detransitioning, do not devalue those that have transitioned. It doesn't mean anything. Sometimes, just sometimes, it's not right for everybody. Come on. Obviously, this is why they have psychotherapists that you have to go to make sure that you can handle transition, that it's correct for you. And that's what you do. You do a slow transition and you figure it out. And if it's not for you, then you detransition. My heart goes out to anybody who has to detransition for a lot of different reasons. For one, it's hard to transition because people sometimes don't take you seriously. And then if you have to detransition, then you have to go through that and all of and everything that everybody says and how they look at you. If it's hard on one side of the coin, it's going to be difficult on that other side of the coin. Both sides of the coin are very difficult. So we should be there to support those people through their decision. Here, I walked into transition and I was expecting people to be supportive. I was wanting people to be supportive. If I want people to be supportive of me and my life and my decisions, then I guess that I should actually try to be supportive of other people in their life and in their decisions. If I want to be supported in transition in my life, then I should be supporting them in detransitioning. They have their reasons. I didn't just wake up one day and decide, I'm going to transition. I've been a successful, happy guy who loves my body and I want to transition. It was building up like Mount Krakatoa. It was all this volcanic activity underneath that just was exploding outward, and it eventually got to a point where I needed to do it. Well, it's going to be the same for somebody who detransitions. This is not a bad thing. What would be bad is if they stayed transitioned and this ended up killing them. That would be the bad thing. My heart goes out and bleeds for anybody who has to experience that, who has to go into transition to find themselves, and that they have to detransition. But I can't say this, I am happy if it's not right for them, that they're able to figure out who they are and be able to move forward in their life. If you have to detransition because outside influences, you can't afford it and you can't handle the fallout, then my heart bleeds for you even more. That's even worse of a scenario. In essence and in total, I am not threatened or scared by somebody who detransitions. It does not devalue me. And if I ever had a detransition, which who knows, maybe I will have to someday. I don't know. Life has curvy roads and things you can't foresee. I thought it was going to go this way, it goes this way. I thought it was going to go forward, it goes back. I don't know what's going to happen in my life, but it doesn't devalue anything. I'm not scared of it. It just is what it is. Life is complex. Why can't we see that? That people who have to detransition have to detransition. And those who have to transition, on the same note, they've just got to transition. This is about survival. It's about evolving. It's about doing what you need to do to survive. It's as simple as that. There's nothing else going on here, people. Don't be threatened by it. Embrace those that have to go through it. Be there to hold them in your arms and love them. Help them through the difficulties in those times. We should not shun or hate somebody who detransitions. If anything, our hearts should go out to them. This is Kylie Johnson's opinion, and I'm signing off.